From one neighbor to another, WCTE PBS is here for you. Coming up next is Live at 5 on WCTE PBS and its streaming platforms to provide updates on communities throughout Central Tennessee.
Good evening. Welcome to WCTE PBS. My name is Tiffany McDonald. I'm the Corporate Relations Manager here at WCTE, and we have a great show planned for you this afternoon. Each of our guests today are involved in the betterment of our community, and I'm so excited that they're with us today. Our first guest is LaShawn Jones. She's the manager for the Cookeville-Putnam County Visitors Bureau. Hello, LaShawn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to be here.
Great.
We'll be here.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to Skype. So you're brand new to the Visitors Bureau, just a couple months in, right? Would you mind telling us about your new position and what you do for the chamber?
Absolutely. So my primary responsibility is to recruit business to come into, business events to come into the Putnam County area. Obviously, we want to be able to look at these events and see if it'll be mutually beneficial for Putnam County and if we can successfully host these events. So that's my primary goal. Another responsibility that I have is to be a liaison between event planners and local partners, primarily like our hospitality partners, to make sure when they have an event coming into the area that they have the resources that they need, whether that's brochures, goodie bags, coming up with itineraries for their guests, any kind of recommendations, anything like that that we can do for those hospitality partners or anybody bringing events into the area to make sure that their experience here in Putnam County is a memorable one and they want to come back to the area.
That's wonderful. I love it. So speaking of events that are coming back to the area, a little birdie told me that we have two really big ones that are coming back to Putnam County. And the first one coming up is TSSAA Basketball?
Yes, that's correct. We are so excited to be hosting this event again. It'll be over at Tennessee Tech at the Hooper Evelyn Center. So that will be March 3rd that kicks off again for us. So we are very honored that they chose us again this year for us to be hosting that event.
That's wonderful. I'm super excited about it as well. However, I'm even more excited about the next event that we have coming up. Since I'm a kayaker and I like to take advantage of all of our natural beauty here in the Upper Cumberland, the U.S. Kayak Open is returning, right?
Absolutely. So we had it scheduled for last year, and then of course with everything that happened, we had to cancel that. So we are back on for spring 2022. Had to think about the date there for a second. And so we will be first hosting the U.S. Kayak Tournament. Now, this is a national tournament, so this will be teams from all over the states that can come here to Cookeville, fish Center Hill Lake, and qualify for the U.S. World Championship, which we will have the honor of hosting the next year. So we will be having two huge events in this area. We'll have so many people coming in, first nationally, but secondly internationally. So we're going to have people from all over the globe that will be here fishing our lakes, seeing our beautiful area, being visitors, getting to experience what Cookeville is for us every day. So we are just so excited about this. We have a few surprises for the community, so we're going to let them be part of both of these events as well. So more information to come on that.
That's awesome. That's so cool. I can't believe we have the World Championship that's going to be here on Center Hill Lake. World. That's a big deal.
It's a huge honor.
So if someone is interested, if we have fishermen here and they want to become involved or qualify for this, how do they do that?
Absolutely. They can go on to usangling.com. They have all the information there for upcoming events, past events, if they want to kind of do a little research on that. So that's a great resource if you would like to get involved with it.
Perfect. I'm sure that we have a lot of fishermen out there who would absolutely love to do this.
Yes, now, and I'm sure we'll probably need some or some volunteers too. So once it comes time, we'll reach back out and let everybody know so they can come out and help us make sure this event is successful.
That sounds great. I'm already in. Also, now I see that you are sitting in front of some merch there in our brand new visitor center. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. It's brand new. I know that a lot of people haven't seen it or haven't visited yet and probably don't even know it's open. So tell us all things about Visitor Center and what we can find there.
So our primary purpose is to just be a hub for locals and visitors coming into the area, for them to have a place where they can go and say, who do you recommend for dinner tonight? Where could we go for some fun antiquing? If we want to go kayak fishing, how would we get there? So we really have, if you've not been to the visitor shop, I encourage you to come by, especially before Christmas, just because we've got some really interesting, primarily locally sourced items. So we've got t-shirts, we have coffee mugs, we have Christmas ornaments. We even have bandanas for your puppies. We are dog friendly. So please come by, take a look at it. But as you asked, what was the primary goal for the visitor shop? And it really is to be just a place where people can come, whether you're local or a visitor, you can come, you can stay, visit with us, see the historic West Side. We're right next to Cream City, so you can come see us. We can help you come up with an itinerary for the day, start to finish, breakfast to dinner. You can walk downtown. There's lots of shopping, lots of restaurants down here. It really is a beautiful area. We're right across from the depot, so you can go over there to the Depot Museum. But we really just have some amazing items. You can come in that you can't get anywhere else. Of course, like you said, the shirts behind me, we have our bear, which the bear logo is so popular. And we've started creating, which there's already been a few. I'm sure some of people have seen the bear with the kayak on his back. We also have bears where we're doing our wine trails. We have bears for CrossFit, which obviously, you know, CrossFit is a huge draw to the area. So we have all of these items where people can come in, shop, get some really, for that you maybe don't know what to get them for Christmas. I mean, how awesome are these shirts? So it's just a fun way for you to come in, experience Cookeville, and we really want to make it, like I said, an experience. So we're working on setting up some tastings, do some food or different items in town where you can come to this hub and actually experience Cookeville. You know, we don't want it to be a stuffy visitor center where there's literally just a restroom and brochures. We want it to be an experience. We want you to feel welcome to Cookeville. We want to be able to answer those questions and help direct you to make sure that while you're here visiting Putnam County, you have the most enjoyable experience you can, whether you're going to Monterey, Baxter, Allgood, Cookeville. We want to be able to answer all those questions for you.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. I know I was in there before Christmas and I grabbed some Christmas ornaments for my friends who don't live here anymore, but they used to live in the area, and they were a hit. So, and I also got a few things for me as well. But that's really great. I know that our community needs that. I know that we're going to help you spread the word to make sure that everybody who comes to our beautiful town and our beautiful county knows that they can go to you and get itineraries, because I can't tell you how many people, you know, personally, when they're like, oh, we want to come to Cookeville, it's great. Where should we eat? Where should we stay? What should we do? And it's nice to have a resource where you can say, look right here, everything is perfect. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. It's so good to see you. And I know that you guys over at the Chamber have some really great things in store for us in 2022. So it's my pleasure chatting with you, and I'll see you soon. We'll be back after this break.
From Augsburg, Germany, 4 opera favorites, Angel Blue, Javier Camarena, Matthew Polenzani, and Pretty Yende greet a new year with hope and music. Join them for a glorious New Year's Eve gala from great performances at the Met.
Please join me on Live Green, Tennessee. 'Tis the Season holiday special featuring local home chefs. Joining me will be friends from around the Upper Cumberland from a variety of backgrounds with recipes to inspire you in your kitchen this holiday season.
Hello and welcome back to WCTE PBS Live at 5 today. Now, season 2 of the premiere of All Things Great and Small is next week on January 9th on Masterpiece on PBS. To celebrate the new season, I've invited my friend Ariel Marengo from All About Rescue and Fixin, also known as AARF, to be my guest today so we can chat about all things critters. Hi, Ariel.
Hey, Tiffany. Thank you so much for having me. I was so happy to be invited.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining us today. We have so much to talk about, and I'm so excited to tell our viewers today about rescue in our area. So for those who aren't familiar with rescue, what is animal rescue and how is it different than an animal shelter?
Well, we are a nonprofit rescue group, and we are all volunteers. We are known as AARF, which stands for All About Rescue and Fixing. We don't actually have a physical location. We're just a small group, and we have a passion for trying to help animals in need. And they come from just our local area here in Middle Tennessee in the Upper Cumberland region. There are many, many animals in need, and we do our part what we can. We pull animals from high-risk situations where they're in danger, whether that might be from a county that doesn't have an animal shelter or from shelters that are getting too crowded. So we are here to try to help those that don't have a voice, which are the four-legged pets.
Awesome. I love it so much. Now, I'm an AARF foster. I've been a volunteer since I moved back to town, so it's been wonderful for me, but I've noticed since I've been involved with AARF that I have to educate people a lot, and people don't understand the difference in, oh, it's a shelter. It's not a shelter. So they're in your homes. So what does it take to be a foster, and what does AARF do as a rescue to make sure that these little puppies and kitties and critters are ready to go to their forever homes?
Well, a lot of times people ask us these same questions, so I'm happy to tell everybody a little bit more. People are like, oh, well, where can I come to meet the animals? I'm like, well, they're all in people's homes, so we don't have a central location where you can go and just browse. So we do offer that virtually on our website, which is AARF-TN.com. And we actually work with several shelters in the area. And we also take in animals from owners who can't keep them, can't care for them, or strays. But the way it works is every person who helps a pet is a volunteer. Nobody's getting paid. And everyone gets matched up with a specific foster pet that, would work well with their home. So we try to help everybody choose what might be a good fit for them. Some people only take puppies, some people only take kittens, some people take senior dogs. I know that's your specialty. So we have a niche for everybody, and it's easy to get involved. We have a very active Facebook group and page, and we also are on Instagram and YouTube, and we have a detailed application on our website with also more information where you can learn about fostering.
Awesome. So also people are often concerned that it's going to be out-of-pocket expenses to care for them, even though they really want to be a part of it. But that's not true. So tell us about that.
That's one of the advantages of working with an organization, is that the organization is able to cover all of the medical costs and care. We arrange the vet care, the spay and neuter appointments, for senior dogs, we get their blood work and their dentals, and we just make sure that everybody is as healthy as they can be before they go up for adoption. And one of the most important parts of all of the care that we give to the pets is making sure that they are spayed or neutered, which means they can't have any more puppies or kittens before they go to their new home.
Absolutely. We have to cut down on strays in our area to make sure all the babies have wonderful homes. Now,
yes, we're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. So in addition to that, people also ask about the adoption fee and why they vary, and how puppies are a little more expensive than senior dogs or medical treatments or cats. And they're like, well, if it's a rescue, why do we have to buy the animal, which you're not buying the animal? Can you explain the fee?
Yeah, absolutely. In most cases, the adoption fee does not cover any significant portion of the medical costs that have been incurred. For instance, with a senior dog or an injured animal, there can be thousands of dollars worth of vet bills. For puppies, typically that are young and healthy, they help to subsidize basically the care for the older, sicker animals. And so every adoption fee is a donation that's paying it forward for the next animal in need. So we look at it as, yes, there is a fee, and you are doing a good thing because this is all a nonprofit, and everything goes back into caring for the animals.
Absolutely. Well, with my last foster fail, my little poodle mix Morty, I mean, he's a little old fella. He came in he needed a full dental. All of his teeth were pulled. He had heartworm treatment, so he went through the whole process. That was months of medication and treatment, and he ended up staying because he matched well in our home. But he was well over a $1,500 dog, and his adoption fee was $150. So that's what people don't understand is we are offsetting the cost for other animals. So
Absolutely.
for those of us who maybe want to add another puppy or kitten or a little sweetie to our home this year, how can they find the adoptable animals?
Well, the best way to do that is by following us on Facebook and keeping an eye on our website. That's www.aarf-tn.com. And we post the most up-to-date listings on our website, and that means really just by day to day, hour to hour. When animals get adopted, we take their profiles down, and when we have new ones who have had their quote-unquote glamour photos taken and their profiles written by their foster families, that means that they are ready for adoption, and we post them online and hope to play matchmaker with people who are looking to adopt.
That's perfect. And also, you can go see the kitty cats at Petco in Cookeville.
Yes.
Who are in the cat habitat. And then there are adoption events a couple times a month on Saturdays at Petco as well. So check out Facebook or AARF-TN.com. Thank you so much, Ariel. I appreciate you stopping by and telling us about sweet babies today. So if you guys want to adopt a pet, visit ARF on Facebook or their website. We'll be back after this break.
Good evening. I'm Lindsay Pride, editor of the Herald Citizen, with your story of the week. Next year's election season has already begun. Monday was the first day candidates in the 2022 elections could pick up qualifying petitions for the county primary in May. One race will be included in that primary for the first time after the Tennessee General Assembly approved legislation during a recent special session that allows for partisan school board elections. The Putnam County Republican Party asked that the school board seats be placed on the May 2022 primary election. Anyone interested in running for the school board in Districts 2, 4, and 6 may start picking up petitions to qualify as a candidate this week. In addition to meeting the residential qualifications, candidates must turn in at least 25 signatures of registered voters who reside in the city, county, or district the candidate seeks to represent. In addition to the school board seats, offices in the county primary include Circuit Court Judge, Parts 1 and 2, Chancellor, Criminal Court Judge, Parts 1 and 2, District Attorney General, Public Defender, County Mayor, County Commissioners in all 12 districts, County Trustee, General Sessions Judge, Parts 1 and 2, Sheriff, Circuit Court Clerk, County Clerk, Register of Deeds, and Road Supervisor. The deadline to qualify as a candidate on the May 3rd primary ballot is February 7th, 2022. Municipal elections will be held in August, along with the primaries for the state offices of Tennessee Governor, U.S. House, Tennessee State, and Tennessee House of Representatives. The first date to pick up petitions in those races is February 7th. For more information, call the Putnam County Election Commission office at 526-2566 or visit them online at putnamcountytn.gov/election-commission. To read more about upcoming elections, visit our website at herald-citizen.com or in our 3 print editions each week. Thank you and Merry Christmas.
It's opening night for Christmas at Belmont at the Fisher Center for Performing Arts. Join with the students and faculty of Belmont University School of Music as we celebrate Christmas at Belmont.
I want every surface in this house to gleam and sparkle.
Posts just arrived, my lord.
Heaven. The king and queen are coming to stay.
What? Here we go.
A royal luncheon, a parade, and a dinner. going to have to sit down.
Here they come now. Your Majesties, welcome to Downton Abbey.
Oh, can I help you?
Someone must, sir. I may never rise again.
Downton Abbey on Masterpiece.
Welcome back to WCTE PBS. Our last guest today is Luke Eldridge. Luke is the housing manager through the Substance Abuse Solutions Program at the Upper Cumberland Human Resources Agency. Hi, Luke. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining us today. I sure do appreciate your time. So just to start, I'm sure some of our viewers may not be aware of what UCHRA does for our community. So could you give us an overview?
Oh, sure. Well, it's huge, right? We have over 35 different programs. So we do cover the whole Upper Cumberland, so the whole 14 counties. So you're talking, we do anything from low-income energy assistance, weatherization assistance, child and adult care for food programs. We also do senior community service programs, commodities. That's temporary emergency food assistant program. Then we got all the social services we do through community intervention, like community corrections, juvenile community interventions, DUI corrective education, driver's education, Head Start, and then public transportation. I think that's the big thing everybody thinks that we just do. We were just in a meeting earlier, and one of the new girls working with us, she said, I just thought that's what UCHRA was, just transportation. And
Absolutely.
They just launched Uber, so now you can get Uber for Cookeville. You go onto the Uber app, and then you scroll down. We're one of the last ones, because we're just filling this out, and that's for Cookeville only right now.
Okay.
So, and then the next thing, there's more. I know I'm probably leaving some out because it's so big, but most of these are in all 14 counties. Then the biggest one, that I guess the newest one I'll say, is the Substance Abuse Solutions, which we're under. Okay, perfect. Now, can you tell us about that? Sure. So that came about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years. Of course, we all know there's a huge need. There's substance abuse hits I don't think there is one family it doesn't hit anymore. I'd say 30 years ago, you probably didn't have every family hit with substance abuse, but now it's common. UCHRA and the DD with Mr. Mark Farley, and along with our boss at the time, Glenn Says, they decided to battle this and see how we can help. So we've pulled in some grants, which obviously Substance Abuse Solutions, which is a system set up to help people navigate and get to where they need to be, where it comes from community corrections, they come from the jail, they're off the street, and they're either wanting to stay clean, or they're needing to find housing, or they're needing to go into treatment. We just had one of our end of the year meetings, and we've helped assist over 180 individuals getting into treatment. Wow. And we've done over 40. We've been able to put over 40 people or 40 households into a permanent home. That's absolutely incredible. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. And we're getting ready to house. We housed one today. We're housing one tomorrow. And we're housing 3 by the end of the year. And that's getting their own apartment or house. And so with this program, we've added on the Ready to Work, and that's another grant we have to where we're partnering with like Academy Sports, all these different entities to get people back to work through even though there's a substance abuse issue, and trying to let people substance abuse is always just, they're just a bunch of druggies, but it's not it. It's people they didn't wake up. One of our workers just said, people didn't wake up and decide, I'm going to be a drug addict today. They're hurting. And so we're trying to redefine or help people, educate people better to understand, this is a struggle people have just like anything else. And we're trying to help them come out of that. And we've got to be a community that is more understanding and more surrounding those individuals and supporting and cheering them on, because as you know, you've worked in fields before, a lot of people don't cheer them on. They kind of look at them a little different. So hopefully with this, we're able to show and prove that, people's lives can be changed as long as the community support is there to help them.
Absolutely. And education is key in every aspect of what you guys are doing
Absolutely.
over there. So if we have people who are watching or they have family members who need to get help, how can they get in touch with you?
One of the best ways is just call. That's, our UCHRA here in Putnam County. This one is out of the Putnam County office, but we do branch out in all 14. We're partnering with a bunch of other entities within the Upper Cumberland, so they can then be an extension of us. Like Home out in Warren County, I Am Worship out in Overton County. We're trying to hit all the counties, and there's some more, I'm not naming them. Down in Smithville and DeKalb County, we have some entities down in there we're working with. But one of the best ways to reach us would be just 931-528-1127, and then ask for the Substance Abuse Solutions team, and you'll get somebody, myself, Nikki Payne, James Gribble, Jennifer Stoker, and I think some of these names, some people will know who they are. And then we have Ryan Henry, who he helps us when it comes to the transportation to get people where they need to be when it's substance abuse related. So
that's wonderful. That is so great. Now, playing onto that as well, another aspect that kind of feeds into this is the lack of affordable housing in our area right now. Can you touch on that a little bit and how your program can help?
Sure. So we just got we just got a grant. Last year we got a grant about April, an ESG grant for affordable to help people that are homeless. So we had three parts to that. We have outreach, we have emergency shelter funds, and that we are partnering with a local hotel we have 30 rooms that we're able to use at any given time. The other thing is we do rapid rehousing. So when we get somebody into the house, man, we're able to pay for these certain things. The big, it's $1,500 to move in anymore. And the prices have skyrocketed. So we're able to assist in those things. Housing is a massive issue. I think even in Cookeville with the Highlands Residential, that waiting list is 2 years.
Wow.
Affordable housing is getting erased anymore. Most of the people that come to us, they may make the $12, $14 an hour, but when you take out, because we're substance abuse solutions, so when you take out the court costs, the fees they have to pay, when you take out, some of these individuals have children that they're having to pay the child support that gets garnished right at the top. Most of these individuals are being able to afford $500, $600, and those are hard to find without government assistance. And then you have the other obstacle is sometimes they can't qualify for government assistance because they're felony, they don't have all the paperwork. So we try to help our individuals get everything they need to find that affordable housing. And like I said, we've been able to do over 40 homes, which I think included around almost 100 individuals.
Oh, that's incredible.
It is, and we still have people we're working with trying to get their information. COVID has not helped. Social Security office is shut down, so it's hard to get that even taken care of.
It really is. You guys are doing incredible work over there, and I'm so thankful that you're in our community, and I'm so thankful that you joined us today with this information. Hopefully it's going to reach somebody who needs to hear it. But thank you also for watching Live at 5 this afternoon. Our show will be available on Facebook and our website, and an encore on WCTE PBS on Sunday afternoon. My name is Tiffany McDonald, and I'll see you next year.
Another WCTE PBS is here for you. Join us back for the encore on Sunday at noon. A brand new show of Live at 5 will return at 5 p.m. next Thursday. Thank you for watching.